Hi, everybody.
Buenos dias.
How's everybody doing?
Well,
Billy, you be having me look crazy on this live.
that's right.
I be making sure you look all nice and shit.
What the?
You represent me. You got my hair sticking out. Mm-mm.
Hey, folks. First of all, put a I don't know, a thumbs up in the chat. First of all, go thumbs up the whole thing, thumbs up. But put a thumbs up in the chat if we look okay, because we had some technical difficulties
Uh-uh.
2 minutes before the show.
Uh-uh.
You know how that goes.
No.
Let us know if we're blurry as all hell or if we looking
We
all right.
perfect because I didn't let you touch it. Hi, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Hey. Tech Money.
Tech
How-
money. Alex.
Tech Money.
What's popping, y'all? Chicago Mike, what up, brother?
Chicago Mike.
We're not doing this.
We're not.
We're
Thank
not
you.
doing this.
Parrot's Eye. How are you?
What's up, brother? Shanna Ewing, young lady. It's good to see you.
Urban, how are
How
you?
you keep skipping over names? Willie.
We do every other name. You do a name, I do a name.
Willie.
She is sunshine.
So she is. Tank and the realest deal. Mr. Mr. SBR himself. Howard J. What's going on, brother?
One in the chamber.
In the chamber. What's poppin'? Philly Slow, what it is, what it do, what it could be, what it would be, and what it should be. All that good stuff. Everything.
Oh, I gotta go text Joseph Harris. Hey,
He's
Joseph Harris.
already here. Jophus. Don't listen to her. She off on her aloe water. Ugh.
Guys, I made some
Ugh.
aloe water with some
Ugh.
pineapple and lemon. Oh, this is good. And some honey.
That
It is amazing. This aloe water right here.
that thing nasty.
No.
That thing nasty. Lawrence Lilly, what's popping? What
Real
is
deal,
the
he
word?
was.
What?
As soon as he touched the laptop, the whole thing went down.
Yo, first of all, real deal, mind your business.
As soon as he touched it, all of a sudden we was kicked out of the StreamYard. The internet cut off. It was a mess.
Ray official, what it is? What's the word? Joe
Joe
Vibe.
Vibe.
What up, bro?
Hey fam.
Fam. Oh man,
Fam, I gotta stop following you on Instagram.
I'm gonna start calling you stomachache because every time I look at your shit, man, my stomach starts to turn.
Mm-mm.
That damn Atlas. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Nothing. Yeah, man. Jag, what up, Jag?
Call him by his new name. What is his new name?
Nightline
Right.
or Jag, because I know him. So,
Guns don't argue. How are you?
what's popping, brother? I'm gonna get to the end of this sooner or later. Come on.
Mike said it looks like a voodoo drink. It's aloe water, Mike.
It is
This
a voodoo
is
drink.
aloe is the actual aloe plant I cut open and wash. Then I put pineapple chunks in it and some lemon juice and some honey. That is it. And regular water, of course.
That's it.
And regular water. No, Saint, how are you?
What up, Nola?
Jason Ewan.
Twin in the building. What is crack-a-lacking?
Hey, Roger.
White side. What up?
I don't see white. Oh, I see white side now.
Yeah. Roger Trigger, what it is, the word. They go my brother from the same mother. Oh, jizzle for shizzle, my nizzle.
Hey, Ray. Ray Official's in here also.
I seen Ray. I smelled the money. So when he came in here. Happy Monday, everybody. We all made it through. That's right, Philly Slow. That shit is not for everyone. That shit is fucking nasty.
Aloe water is for everyone. You just gotta make it for your liking. You just gotta like.
I'm not drinking the same stuff that I put
You
on
don't
my.
even drink.
I'm not
regular
drinking
water.
I'm not
though.
drinking the same stuff I put on mosquito bites. It's not happening. It's not happening.
I can't stand you.
Nope.
I can't.
When
stand
if you could go in the drink and put it on a bumblebee bite, I don't want to drink it.
You know what?
It's gone. It's gone. Mm-mm-mm.
My stomach hurts by you now. You be drink, Mike.
Yeah,
You
all
drink
those
all
things.
them sodas and juices that have way more.
He might drink nothing but water.
Right, Chicago, Mike. Nobody in Chicago. You see me in water? I wouldn't drink Chicago
Yeah, you
water.
probably do drink soda, Mike. No, the gun guy, what it
I'm just
is?
saying.
What's popping? What's popping? Yeah, man. It is Monday. We made it through another long ass weekend.
It was long, guys.
Man,
It was long.
I feel like I ain't seen everybody in like a whole damn week.
But we didn't go live Wednesday either.
Didn't go live Wednesday.
Wednesday is stormed.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So we were out of the box.
yeah.
And then Thursday, I don't even know what was going on all the way until today. So happy Monday. What's going on, world? It's good to see everybody. Hope everybody got to do something exciting with their weekend.
I got something. I went shopping Friday. I went to I went to Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Don't look at that receipt though.
I
Anyway.
45 days. No. I wish it was, boy.
Well, it's about that.
No. We are just about 60 days.
Oh.
Just about 60 days because it starts on the 16th and the 17th. Today is the 17th, right?
Right.
So, yo, we are 60 days. Holy vajiji.
All right.
That's crazy.
Right there.
Right there. Fat guy with guns. What up, Big Zach? What's popping? Yeah, wow. 62 months. Yo, we was back. I'm talking about like 9 months.
Yeah.
Just way out.
Yeah.
And we got 60 days to go, bro.
Y'all better keep moving.
We rolling. Y'all know a lot of people that know.
I know. I'm gonna say this because I know RGG is not in here yet. He's pretty occupied. But I'm so proud of RGG, Fat Guy with Guns, and my Fly family. You guys come together and you guys really, really been making this happen. I am very, very proud of you guys. We are deleting this part of this live because I'd be damned for RGG to think I really praised him that much.
Shout out to Fat Guy with Guns and a regular gun guy.
Hey, Ramsey J.
For making my wife a happy lady. Ramsey, what up? What up? Hey, Ramsey, damn it. I think I
Ramsey J, it's not me. What? Just know it's not me. You would have got it. Oh, you would have got it the same day.
I don't even think he knows. I don't think he knows.
He doesn't know.
Hey, Ramsey, last time we was on here, we did like a, what do you call it?
Zach, a donation. Don't you do me like that, Zach.
We did a donation spin with a little survival kit or whatever, and you won. Send me your address if you can, if you want to, or you can wait till the meetup. It's up to you. It is up to you, brother. But yeah, man,
Hey, Monique.
See, look, you know what? Monique, what up?
You Ramsey J, you run the survival kit.
For sure. Yeah. Damn it. We can act like we spun it again and then
no.
Hey,
so look, guys, when I went to Walmart, right? They had like a lot of camping stuff on clearance.
Yeah.
Now, this was the fleece blankets. These are those throw fleece blankets. They were only $1. So check your Walmart. These are good to keep in your car, put in your bug out bags. They had life straws. I bought the last of them they was $7.50. So I bought the rest of those. They had MREs. A lot of their camping stuff is on clearance right now.
Hit them up because their seasons change and they start to look for space on the shelves or whatever. So you start getting rid of a lot of the survival stuff, the camping stuff, etc. So see what your Walmart has, and not only in that section, go in the clearance section, see if they got some little ins and outs and stuff like that.
Shanna, I've been looking at outfits the last couple of days, but I think I'm gonna get my sneakers first in order to match my outfit. That's what it's looking down to.
Yeah, man. How's everybody's sneaker game looking? Because I don't know where I'm going.
Man, I'm waiting on this dude.
I don't know where I'm
Honestly, I
going.
am waiting on him.
Arthur Ant, what up? What up? What up? What's popping?
Billy changed his sneakers a good 4 times. A
Yeah.
good 4 times. Alex,
Yo, all right. So here's the thing.
I got him done.
Alex is done.
You're right.
I'm trying to go for traditional. So I'm not sure if I want some Ewings. I'm not sure if I want some Lottos. I'm not sure if I want some British Knights. I'm kind of messed up in the game. So I don't know. I'm still in limbo. But we getting there. We getting there.
Mm-hmm.
We getting there. Otherwise, I know what I'm wearing. Aside from the shoes,
Monique,
that's it.
for with the sneakers are for the sneaker ball for the RGAs.
You need to come on down here. The troops, yes. The troop,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. What you mean, sunshine? BKs is the shit.
Girl, he's taking me back. When he was like, "Oh, we should do it," and I was looking at them like,
I just want to be
I
clean
was like
and old.
in 3rd grade.
I was like, yeah, well, it was about that. Because the Ewings that I had when I was in 6th grade, they have those ones. They dumb expensive, but they got them.
Stupid. We was talking about that. How sneakers back in the 80s are still like 140, 250, like now. And I'm like, what? Shit is crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll find something. Oh man, well, my brother OJ used to love
He said Burger King.
OJ used to like Etonics. He had all the Etonic joints, like the sweater with the color of the shoe. One day I'm gonna get there. But I don't know. I'm gonna figure out something. But Zach, I appreciate that. Don't forget to go out and vote. Voting is winding down. Y'all know how it is. We cut voting off like almost a month before the show, so we can get things together with the trophies and all that. So get out there, hit the website, the link that Zach just put out. Vote for your favorite gun tuber, and be heard, be counted, because this event is for the people, by the people. So
right.
This is y'all thing. This is y'all show. So definitely. K-Swiss.
No, I never ever never like K-Swiss.
Right? I'm with you. The white classics with
no,
red,
they
white,
always
blue
look like
thing.
old people sneakers.
Nah, K-Swiss is
no, I don't like K-Swiss.
It matter how you wear them, I guess. Armel, what up? What's popping?
Never ever.
What is popping?
We not getting nobody's K-Swiss though. I put my foot down on K-Swiss.
You gonna put your foot in the K-Swiss? Oh man, but yeah, man, it's gonna be fun to see what Elise word. Yep, Coney's. Yeah, that whole Etonics, Elise, Coney's is just like in that little realm or whatever. OG $2, what it is, what's popping? Adidas. Some old school. We almost got. I got some Adidas. Can you grab my Adidas right here? With orange and black. They're right on the side of you. Yeah. I got some old, not old, but you know, they somewhat old or whatever Adidas, and I was gonna get them like professionally cleaned up. They look like shit.
They do.
But either way, they were one of my favorites.
The dogs got to them.
I was almost a sneakerhead. Almost a sneakerhead.
That's when I came into his life.
Yeah, because I used to wear brown everything.
Everything was neutral color.
Yeah. I gotta get those fixed up because I still like them. I like them.
And my daddy stole mine.
What else did we do this weekend? We went to the gun range.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we went to the gun range.
We had some fun.
We stopped at a few gun stores.
See, man, what it is? What's popping?
What else did we do? That was it, because Sunday we didn't do anything because it was storming.
Yeah, but we didn't do nothing. Not Sunday.
Not Sunday.
Saturday.
That's what I said. We went to a few gun stores, went window shopping. Then we went
to the range. I guess that was it. Well, anybody else go to the range this weekend?
We went to dinner at that nasty.
That wasn't even dinner. That wasn't even. That was the
worst place we ever ate.
Shitty ass hamburger and some cold ass fries.
Right.
Mr. Hicks, what's going on? See, man, what the word is? Armel, I don't know nothing, brother. Nothing.
What Armel say? Oh, flexing.
Yes, yep. $2. We watched
Yes,
y'all
we
live.
did watch it live. $2.
Hey, shout out to Three the Hard Way, man. They popped up on last night and blessed us with their presence, man. Because a lot of us was kind of just lost the whole weekend, just lost. So yeah, man, we had a good time. The NRA in Indianapolis. How was that, Mike? Because not so much the how can I say this? Not so much the event, but the stuff that was at the NRA event. I was like, wow, maybe they didn't have a lot of the shit prepared in time for SHOT Show, because I saw a lot of shit that was not at SHOT Show at the NRA. I just did. Corey, what up? What up? What's going on? Mentos, what up, brother? What's the word? I hope I didn't miss anybody. So yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff. Listen, all right, I'm gonna just say this now. I know we was talking about this last year sometime, but keep your eyes open for SAR, because SAR is doing some shit this year. It's like they are muscling their way in.
They got some nice stuff.
They got some
really
dope.
Nice
They
stuff.
whole new SAR 9 lineup. Crazy. Canic, I know, man. Listen, Zach, I'm sorry. Canic.
Ooh,
it's about to be a SAR year. Last year was a Canic year, no doubt. But it's about to be a SAR year. If you could take a second to push aside all the 2011s, that excitement and that craze, SAR sitting right there, smoking a cigarette, giggling, because they doing big shit. They are doing big shit.
Hey, so, Kava,
what up? What up?
My Vaseline, you know.
Yeah. No problem. Well, I gotta do it the way I always do it. No problem, sweetie. Hey, who else got Vaseline next to them somewhere but don't keep the top on it? Who else? Only her? Got it.
You gotta keep Vaseline everywhere.
The Jericho 94 1F. Did I read that right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know which one that is. The IWI Jericho, I'm familiar, but as far as like if there's any differences in models or whatever, I don't know. But the Jericho itself is something that's talked about 100%. Kaba, what up? What up? Kaba, man, listen, I hope you got some patches. There you go, Coy.
I'm trying to get our patches done. We're working on that, everybody. Getting our patch done.
Yeah. We submitted our design to a bunch of people. Apparently, shout out to everybody who has patches, all the content creators and all that, because them shit's expensive. Just want to let y'all know that. Just want to let you know. But yeah, man. Let me see. Look, 2 buttons. Boom. Y'all know what I'm about to do. You know why she getting mad too. Look,
because last time you touched the laptop, look, now we lost internet connection.
No, we are still here. Bang. Open forum, y'all. Whoever wants to jump in, jump in. Share with us, man, your opinion today. We are discussing once again an argument that seems to never really get too far, but I want to give everybody the opportunity to voice their opinion. Is it the gun or is it the shooter that makes it complete? Easy question, not an easy answer at all. All right. I was just making sure this guy had his shirt on before I brought him in.
You were hoping I did.
And now I really want to make sure this guy has his shirt in before I let him in. No.
Hang on now. Hang on.
I'm about to get some dollars.
Do something strange for a little bit of change.
Do you accept plastic?
I don't know where you gonna slide it, bro.
Don't slide it there.
I'm telling you, I'm getting that I'm getting that Henry Big Bore 357 revolver, man. That's it.
What's the MSRP on that, real deal?
Got me all excited. $920.
That's it.
That's it. So you know it'd be for about $700-800.
I wanted to make it to NRA this weekend, man, but it wasn't the right weekend for it. I wanted to go. It wasn't the right weekend. I was a lone daddy this weekend.
How was it? I plan on leaving for a couple of hours and leaving
it was
with Billy.
It was fun. Lil Zach had a ball. He had baseball. He had a baseball game. He had a party in the evening. I mean, he had a ball. And then Jackie went away. She had fun too. So it was good for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good
I
for
don't
everybody.
know. I don't know.
Billy, you be all right. She go away for a little while. You be all right.
You'll be okay.
Right.
Get him a bunch of Handguns, TV dinners. He'll be okay.
That's all it takes. Give him some bubble gum and a pack of cigarettes. He'll be fine.
8 level. What up? Yo, what up,
Hey.
everybody? Good.
Yeah, man.
So-
So listen,
It's always
let's
a shooter,
argue.
man. Always a shooter. We argue. We gonna argue. It's always a shooter. We always argue about that. It's always a shooter.
Before we
Always
start,
a shooter.
just everybody
Oh,
be
y'all already
mindful
have
of
the
other
answer to that,
people's
Billy.
opinions.
Yeah, but my
Mike,
opinion is
what
the
you
right. So
So all right, Zach.
yeah,
It's always a shooter. Real deal. What's your opinion?
It's always a shooter.
Yeah.
You can. I'll just say this. I said this before. You can get a person that has the most expensive gun in the world, right? And you can give Jerry Mitchell a high point and put him in the same gun range, and Jerry Mitchell's gonna bury him with that high point.
and that's why I agree with Real Deal on this, like, because I've been places and I've shot against guys who've had these $1,000 guns and they just shot like crap. And I've been places and I've seen guys, and I know we know of people who will take what we call a regular gun and run the hell out of it and shoot like a superstar. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. The man with the fastest finger in the world.
Yep.
And I mean, it's always the shooter, man. It's not the gun.
Mike.
Thanks for the shout out, Zach. Thanks for the shout out.
No problem, Red. No.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, you with us, bro?
I think he's at work.
Yeah, but it's
not
Michael's
sure.
muted. There you go.
I'm here.
Hey, Mike, what's your opinion on this here?
I'm gonna say it's a shooter. Reason why I say that is because you can like you can meet somebody at the gun range who, just like Zach said, got the most expensive gun, like a Staccato or a CZ or something like that. You can be so impressed by how the person shoots the gun. So it's not just the gun; it's all about the shooter knowing how to shoot the gun.
So let me ask you guys this, and this goes to a lot of us. We often spend our money on sights, upgrade, trigger, upgrade, the best optic that we can afford, serrations, lightning cuts. At the end of the day, are we doing this for aesthetics? Are we doing this to have a better tool? Because I feel like those items often are used to make us better. Now we say it's the shooter, but for some reason it keeps rolling into what the gun has, what the gun build is like, what the gun offers. The how can I say this? I don't want to call it a crutch, but to better enhance that firearm is to better enhance the shooter. Am I wrong about that shit?
That's because they're trying to sell guns and accessories. They're not trying to sell shooters. They're trying to sell guns and accessories. So they're always going to highlight that stuff. Always.
And the reason why we do it, because we want to flex.
Yeah, I mean, that's I want to have an expensive red dot, not because a cheap one won't work, but because I want people to say, hey, I got an expensive red dot. It ain't that a cheap one won't work. I know for a fact that it will work. So I mean,
there are some.
Exactly. If y'all can just for a second refrain from saying the word cheap, because I want to in LA to stay on the channel. I don't want them to hear that word too much.
Yeah, I know.
There are some cheap red dots that can't work now, Zach.
I said there are some that will break and some that won't work, but I mean, you don't have to break the bank in order to have a red dot that'll function and get the job done.
That's true.
That's the thing. It's that
Yeah,
true. Like I said, they market guns and accessories. They don't market shooters. So they make you feel so I could be the worst shooter in the world. It's just like when you was a kid, and I've said this before, and you get a new pair of sneakers, you think it make you run faster. That ain't true.
Well, that's like so M&P. Who makes the M&P? Smith Wesson pays Jerry.
You disrespectful mother.
Pays Jerry Mitchell a lot of money to shoot for them. Why? Because he does an awesome job, and it makes you think that if you buy their gun, you're going to be able to shoot like Jerry Mitchell.
I agree with what you guys are saying in general, but I think we got to be 100% honest, right? So look, yes, if I go to a gun, a shooting competition, right, and I'm shooting my Atlas Erebus, and Jerry Mitchell is shooting Smith & Wesson 2.0, he's gonna fade me, no doubt, because he's a far superior shooter, right? Mm-hmm. But if you put that Atlas Erebus in Jerry Mitchell's hands, how much does it increase his performance? I don't want us to make it seem like there are not guns that can increase your performance level. Like the barrels and stuff like that on a 2011, they can hide a lot of fundamentals flaws for some shooters. So I don't want to make it seem like the gun doesn't make any difference to people out there. The shooter is far more important, no doubt. But let's not act like all guns are the same.
No, and I concede that all guns are not the same, but it still falls back to what you said, fam. If I take that gun and I put it in Jerry Mitchell's hand, now he's even more of a monster. It's still that man's skill. It may have enhanced to what he's doing, but it's still that man. It's still the shooter.
Well, and I think that's what I would say, that certain guns will enhance your performance. But if you suck as a shooter, no gun is going to make you great.
Exactly.
But people think if they suck as a shooter and they buy an expensive gun and they put in fancy triggers and stuff, that somehow that's going to make them better. And you're not going to get better until you get the skills.
I hear that.
I'm looking at gun. No, I don't believe that whole 80-20 thing. I just don't believe that. I believe that when I go out and I train and I'm shooting and I keep all that repetitive is what makes a good shooter, is doing the same thing over and over again, trying to do it the same way every time. That's what makes a good shooter, repetition and training. Mm-hmm. And I can do that. And if I keep doing that over and over with different guns, be it a high-end gun or a low-end gun or whatever in the middle, whatever you want to call it, that's what's going to build my shooting skill. And I can do that with a Taurus just as well as I can do that if I got a staccato or something else. It's the skill, and I'm talking about building the skill. Now, I do understand one will enhance because it may function a little bit better, it may work a little bit better. But the skill level of the person holding that gun still is what makes the gun do what it does.
Mm-hmm. You know who's a good shooter?
Oh,
great topic, y'all. Jay Skilly in the building. Y'all talk about skills, right?
I was just saying, if I had shot some of 2A's firearms, maybe I would be a better shooter.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
No. What make you a better shooter would be you got to get out there and put your time and your skill behind the trigger. That's what makes you a better shooter. Knowing what
I went out to the range last week, right? I took my Atlas Erebus, I took my Atlas Nix, I took my Alien, I took my Glock 17, and I took my Glock 19.
You just need
I was on 100-yard range, right? 100-yard pay. And I would say when I was shooting my 17, and I got a souped up 17, it's not like my 17 is stock or anything like that, right? When I was shooting my 17 from 100 yards on steel, I would say I was hitting once every 3 shots or something like that. With my Alien, Erebus, and my other Atlas, I was ping, 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 ping. Some guns are just more accurate at the end of the day.
So let me ask you a question.
It boils down to a lot of different things, because you just talked about 4 different guns, and I go back to the ergonomics of a pistol do make a difference. They can make a difference, but you still are a good shooter because you're ringing out still at 100 yards with a pistol. Everybody can't do that.
Nope.
Your skill level still allows you to do it. I could have picked that same gun and put it in Steely's hands, and he ain't gonna hit that target at 100 yards.
Hell no, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hell to the no. So he ain't lying to y'all. Believe that, man.
Got that, man. Got that.
2A.
Skill, you hit 100 yards on steel with a sky. No problem.
He can hit it with
You
the
might hit
sky.
the sky.
So 2A.
Oh shit.
Real deal. What's up?
So you hit the targets better with the more expensive gun. But let me ask you a question. Do you shoot those more expensive guns than you do the other gun?
Well, no, because some of those guns are brand new. Some of the guns I just got in the last, month or so. My 17 I've had now for some years. So I actually brought my 17 to the Meetup last year for that reason, because I was so familiar with it. I shoot really good, generally speaking. But when you start doing stuff that kind of tests the limits of your skill and the gun accuracy, that's when sometimes that stuff comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I say, because I've watched Hootie Hoo shoot 100 yards with a sky on numerous occasions. And he will, he'll blatantly call you out. I don't care what gun you got. I'll take my sky and I'll shoot you. He'll do that. That's what I say. It always ends up boiling down. You're a good shooter, and you go out and you shoot. Everybody's not gonna do that, and especially like you say, you bought your 17. You know that gun. That's right. You know that. You know the trigger press. You know how the ergonomics of it. You know what it's going. You know how to shoot that gun. A lot of different things come into play.
So the real part is a lot of people. A lot of people that are good shooters, especially in our community, that are held up high, aren't shooting no bullshit. They're shooting guns that have been worked on, the best optics, the best barrel, the best grips, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be getting thrown off. Like, how come the dudes that is like a beast don't never be a beast with the plain regular ass gun?
They ain't shooting
that's the part.
I only know one. I know one who's a beast with a plain ass gun. That's what I'm saying. I can fall back to that one person who can shoot his ass off and pretty much outshoot a whole lot of people, good ass people, and he can do it with what we would consider to be a budget gun.
So this is what this would be my argument. This would be my argument, Billy. What the people you're just talking about really don't have the skills. They're using the expensive guns to make up for the lack of skill they have. That's why when you give
that's a general statement though, because a lot of them do have the skill, but they just like the accessories. They like to make the job cleaner.
Well, if they have the skills, then why can't they do the same thing with the cheaper gun?
Well, they probably could, but they just want
they just want to use the most expensive gun.
And I do know some people who are excellent shooters who own those high-end firearms. You give them a cheap firearm, and I'll shoot your ass too.
Well, I thought Billy said that. I thought Billy said there were some people in the community that all they shoot are expensive guns and they couldn't shoot the less expensive guns. That's what I thought he said, but maybe I misunderstood what he said.
No. I just say that they dial up the expensive gun. It don't even have to be expensive gun. It could be a 34 or something like that, and they still gonna put everything in it to make it a better gun. You know what I'm saying? I recently purchased a firearm, and it's a dope ass gun, and it is not really a cheap gun. It's not super expensive, but it ain't no budget gun. And I still have to do a couple things to it, in my opinion, to make it a better gun because I feel that it'll make me a better shooter.
Because it's the thing you like.
Yeah,
buy what you like.
And you already have that thought in your head. When I go buy a gun, you know how I am when I buy a gun. It could be about price. It could be just because I like it. And there's certain ones I'm like, all right, this is a good shooter. I would do something with it. And there's something like, nah, it's just something to have. It's something to shoot with. You have that in your head already. Now, see, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I have a little bit more personal experience with you, so I know what you're talking about. But I tell you that trigger and that thing was trash anyway.
So I got a friend, and this drives me crazy about him. So he used to be in M&Ps, and when he liked his M&Ps, all the guns he owns were M&Ps, and now he switched over to Glocks. Mm-hmm. He owns like every Glock there is, and that's the only thing he'll shoot because he says, and we have this argument all the time. His muscle memory is used to a Glock. He really can't shoot another gun. It has to be a Glock. Because whatever Glock he grabs, it's the same gun over and over again. I said, you're telling me somebody breaks in your house and you grab a revolver, you're gonna die because you can't use that gun. You know, I don't understand his argument, but there's a lot of people who say that.
Well, I think too.
James, what up? Right? What's popping?
There's a difference in.
Hey, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
What up, you rude motherfucker? Hold on.
Let's get ready. Not argument. Let's get ready.
I think there's a difference in what are you shooting for, right? What are you shooting for? Are we just talking about a self-defense scenario? Are we talking about a competition scenario? Like, what is the purpose of the firearm? You can put any gun in my hand. And if somebody is 5 yards away from me, they getting it. It don't matter what the gun is, right? But if you got to shoot on the run, you got to, be more tactical or whatever the case may be, then, that ups the ante a little bit.
I don't know.
You just got to train with whatever platform. I've watched guys do in front of my face, shoot revolver in competition, and they shot faster than any guy that was sitting out there with a semi-automatic pistol. And it was amazing watching them do it. And I mean, that's why it goes back to your skill level.
Yeah, I want to say that I don't know how many people in the chat use tools or use in their life, but you got a screwdriver pick up from Walmart, or a hammer that you pick up from Walmart, or you got a $300 Martinez hammer. Both of them hit hell, screws. That shit ain't the same. It's more efficient.
Right.
If you get the right hammer to do the right task, if you just gonna hit one nail and throw the shit away, you get a Walmart hammer. That shit might not even work for that. But if you want to get a still out of the big box, or you want to get a $300 Martinez, there's a reason why that hammer costs $300, because it's more economic for you. You don't have all these vibrations and after pains, and it's more ergonomic. It makes your building experience more pleasurable, and you can do more in less time. So it's not even a skill. You can have the best daggone carpenter to use a Walmart hammer, and it probably won't last to the end of the job. But you give that person a Martinez hammer, he'd be like, where was this my entire life? Because I gave some old school dudes the correct stuff. And it was like, damn, where'd you get this from? So it enhances your skill. The tool enhances your skill.
All right, I got an argument for you that, Armel. So I did roofing for 10 years.
Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We can go up on a roof and we can give you a nail gun to lay shingles. I'll sit there and hand nail. I'll grab a handful of nails and I'll flip them and I'll lay the shingles. And I will lay more shingles than you will.
Yeah, you would think.
Why? Because I had the skill.
But your crew probably has some cheap ass nail guns too.
I'm using the hand. I'm grabbing the.
Your crew probably has some nail guns.
You
Now,
can
everybody,
you can buy the most expensive nail gun you want, and I'll get a pouch for nails, and a hammer, and I'll lay more shingles than you
who know how to use a nail gun and a good nail gun. There's no way you can use a throw hand, a swing.
I bet you I can. Know why? Because I had the skill.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Here's the thing, real deal, that I would say. You would out nail me with a hammer versus me having a nail gun because I'm a banker and I don't know anything about roofing. But if you had another roofer who was highly skilled with a nail gun, he's gonna smoke you. Somebody who's just
I'll burn your ass up.
Yeah, if we had the same skill. If we had the same skill,
ass up.
So that's what we're saying again.
You had them. You had the nailers from
make you more efficient.
You had them boys that with them nail guns that was from south of the border that couldn't figure that shit out yet. They was new to it. You know what I mean? You had them boys that was new to it. Or even use a screwdriver for instance. How many times the screwdriver is stripped out the screw? Especially when you're doing your gunsmithing thing, you know that a household screwdriver don't necessarily work good on your firearms. So you need maybe a firearm or a screwdriver because the face is different. Now you can do it.
See now I think you go into a different place because I can go to the bin at Ace Hardware and find a screwdriver to work on my guns that has the correct proper head, and it'll work fine. I ain't got to go spend extra money to go buy wheeler stuff, which I like buying wheeler stuff. I have a bunch of it, but if in the pit, I don't got the right thing. I run down the street to Ace and find the right and it'll work.
Working on your stuff, you want the nice stuff, right?
I mean,
you might want the nice stuff, but you don't have to.
The wheeler stuff is because what was marketed to me was wheeler makes tools for gunsmithing. That's what was marketed to me. But before then, you know what I had then? I'll go to Harbor Freight. I go to Ace Hardware. I go find the thing that as long as I found the right head, be it a star or whatever you want to call it,
it'll work for short-term use, right?
So
if
Armel,
short-term use,
you could have the nicest gun in the world, right? Mm-hmm. And you can put your sight mark on it, and somebody else can have the nicest gun, and they can have the most expensive red dot. You telling me that the person with the most expensive red dot's going to outshoot you because you have a sight mark?
Maybe, but the sight mark is just for short-term use, big real deal. That's just something for short-term use to get you by. I'm not even.
All right.
I like
sight mark this. So next time you talk about sight mark.
Sight mark is not a Trichicon, bro. It's not. It's not even in the same league. I get a sight mark until I get something better. You know what I mean? It's better than having nothing. When I get what I want, I guarantee you it'll be better.
Well, I hear what the sight mark. That's all I'm saying.
Because some doesn't make it better.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but sometimes you want stuff better, or else I'm a capitalist. I'm a capitalist too, but I like elevating. You know what I mean? Who wants to be good? Who's happy with being good? The real deal.
So you're talking
being all right.
Armel, you're talking more about you want to flex. You're talking more about flex.
Everything is a flex, yo. So. Everything's a flex. I'm not from a place where
I know you're from New York where you like to argue about pickles.
I don't like to argue.
Man, these pickles got 5 seeds. No, man, my pickles got 6 seeds.
I don't like to argue. Nah, but for real,
I'm so lost.
Elevate yourself.
Gina, what's up?
I'm a clone.
That's it, come.
And I don't think it's about not wanting to elevate yourself. I think it's about if you find something that works, it works. I think that we've been taught that because something is expensive, that means that it's got to be the best. I understand that is bullshit because I've spent money on some shit and I should have never bought this shit. But that is the way that we are conditioned. That's because we live in a consumer-driven society and everything is marketed that way. If it costs this much and if it costs this, it's supposed to be good. If it costs this much, it's trash. It might not be good. You find out a lot of times. Sometimes you don't get what you pay for.
Exactly, Armel. You could have meat blinds on your windows, but no, you got fancy ass curtains. But that's what
I think y'all confusing the cost with something else. What I'm saying is not the cost. Regardless of the cost, there's always something better. There's always something better. And if you see something better, that can make you better, get it.
It determines what you think, it determines what you think is better. I'll take your example. I'll use your argument. You said that you don't want to get some sort of cheap tool to work on your guns. There are thousands of cheap tools that
what I said was
that'll work.
Cheap tool is a temporary situation.
No, it doesn't have to be a temporary situation. If I just want a screwdriver to turn this screw every so often or whatever, that's the solution. It's not. It's
I'm a person that uses tools, so I'm not buying the tools.
I'm not talking about building houses. I'm just going back to your example of working on guns. I ain't talking about building houses.
But even working on guns,
I can tell you, my man, my fly family ain't gonna go out and spend $80 on a screwdriver set to fix his guns.
Hell no,
He gonna go to the $2 bin and find the shit that work right. Go to Harbor Freight, and he gonna have it for years. And he gonna say, Zach, go get this and use this. Don't spend them. Why you buying that? That's exactly what he gonna tell me.
And use this coupon when you go get it.
That's right.
But like I said,
if ain't nobody looking, steal that shit.
I'm going to be using it often. I would invest in something better.
All I know is I used some duct tape to fix my car, and he was the first person I called, and he was proud of me that I did it.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I think this will help clean up the argument a little bit. Let's, for the moment, forget about price, right? Let's just talk about things that you know are higher quality. So Zach's point was, just because it costs more doesn't mean it's better quality. So let's eliminate the price. There are some things that we know are better quality. I'm pretty sure we can all agree that a staccato is made of better material than a sky. So we know that that's a higher quality firearm, right? So I guess what I'm saying is, again, I think it goes back to the higher quality firearm will give you, regardless of your skill level, will likely give you a better result than something that is lesser quality. And so the lowly skilled person is not going to shoot good with a staccato XC, and they're not going to shoot good with a stock Glock 17, but it's likely they will shoot better with the staccato than they would the Glock. And vice versa, the person who's super skilled, you give them a Sky, they're going to shoot very, very well with that Sky. If you get that same person a staccato, they're going to shoot better with the staccato. And so that's all I'm saying, that the quality of what you have will enhance whatever skill set you have.
And it changes your experience. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Changes your experience. It makes your more pleasurable.
Does.
Hi, everybody. What's up, panel?
And Fish.
What's up, Justin?
Let's say a Sky and let's say a platypus.
Nobody. I don't have experience with the platypus. What I'm saying is, what I was saying, because I was listening, and these topics, I absolutely love them. I absolutely do. So, do you need high-end quality firearms? Do you need to drop the bag? That's on you. Where do you want to be at? What I will tell you is that you will max out on a cheaper firearm. 100%. There's no getting around it. There's no getting. You could have a cheaper firearm and you could be nasty. But once you get your hands on a better firearm, they're going to be that much better. And if that's what you're chasing, that's what you need to do. There's no getting around it. That
don't mean the firearm made you better.
What'd you say?
That don't mean the firearm made you better.
100% the firearm will make you better.
No, it didn't. It didn't make you better. It was your skill level. It won't make you better.
Give me a second. Back to your sneaker reference. You could buy some cheap-ass running shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could run the same marathon and finish the same as a good quality shoe that's formed to your foot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking, will it be the same?
Now, so what you're doing is you're making apples and oranges.
I'm not making
the example that I made, because you made the example deeper than I did. All I said was is that when you were a kid and you get a pair of sneakers, Like, oh my God, those things will make you run faster. No,
I get what you're saying.
What about this, Zach? You do competition. Do they have different divisions for guns?
Oh yeah, they do.
Why do you think they do that?
Because they take into consideration the configuration of the firearm and what it's supposed to be able to do. That's what they do.
Certain configurations and firearms are better and faster. Yes or no?
You also have to consider that different classes
based on based on
skill levels.
Right, and but not even because
no, this isn't skill level. This is based on the firearm, real deal.
You can shooter and have a $5,000 gun and still run with the other guys who got guns too. So that's different, real deal, than what you were saying. But it's because each gun is supposed to be set up to be able to do a different thing.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right, and usually when you go up that tier, does it cost more?
Well, yeah. It can cost more. It's how you configure your gun. Because I can configure an open class gun and shoot in an open competition that ain't gonna cost me $5,000.
Right, for cheaper, right? Of course.
All right. Now, my thing is back to what I was saying. Like, so if you are a high level shooter, right? If you're a high level shooter, say you have your Glock 17. We'll just go with that. Glock 17. You're super proficient. Just like what 2A and LA was doing, ring and steel at 100 yards all day with a Glock 17, all day. You're nasty. But then you get on an Atlas. Or you get somebody who ran a Glock 17 for 5 years, and then they get on an Atlas. Who do you think is going to win that?
Right.
There's no way. There's no way that this dude with the Glock 17 who's running it for 5 years and a dude with a Glock 17 who's ran for 5 years and upgraded to an Atlas, there's no way that dude with the Atlas is losing.
That makes absolutely no damn sense.
How does it not make sense?
You cannot make that
the materials.
If I have
the way the trigger is set up.
If I have two guys with similar skill level, and one of them has an Atlas, and one of them has a Glock 17. If that motherfucker know how to shoot that Glock 17, he gonna be running with that guy that got the Atlas. I don't give a shit what gun you got. You keep saying that because the gun all of a sudden is magical.
No, I'm not saying. I never said the gun is magical, but what you in LA said, materials.
17, he gonna go out there and run the hell out of that 17 and fuck with the guy who got the Atlas.
No way. There's
all right. Have any of y'all raced cars like
that's
track?
exactly what I was about to bring up. Racing cars, dog. There's no way. The materials.
We're not talking about cars. We're talking about guns.
We're talking about guns. So the rifling in your Glock 17 is the same as the rifling in the Atlas. No. And the materials are the same?
The
heating and cooling properties are the same?
You said that two guys with similar experience, with similar
there comes a point where there's a cap. 100%, there comes a point where there's a cap.
If that's what you want to believe, that's what you want to believe. I've watched this shit go down. I've watched this happen through my face more than one time. And because a guy got a $6,000 gun and he a good shooter, and a guy got an $800 gun and he a good shooter, it doesn't mean the guy with a $6,000 gun is going to be
$800 gun.
Bullshit.
Now, let's say this.
Hey,
I agree with Zach. So if these two guys got the same skill level, come up and do the competition, let's argue that they're shooting 10 rounds, right? Because somebody has a better gun, out of those 10 rounds doesn't mean he's going to shoot better. Now, if those same guys stand there and they shoot 1,000 rounds, now we're talking a little different.
Let me give you an example, right?
Bro, if you give two similar drivers, one has a vet and one has a fucking Jetta, the vet's going to smack the Jetta every day.
There's no getting out of that. There's no getting out of that.
If you have two legs and you're running against somebody with one leg, guess what? With two legs, you're gonna win.
Well, guess what? That Sky might have one leg, dog. Just letting you know.
That's different. When you use the car thing, that's different. Because if I got a car that got
everything else different besides
if I got a car that got
cars are different, like everything's different.
Horsepower. If I got a car that's got 6,000 horsepower and a car that's got 1,000 horsepower.
But that's the point. That's the point.
The driver has all the skill in the world.
Keep up with me.
That's the point. When it comes to shooting fast in those competitions, bro, certain
If you
guns
have a
run
hot
faster.
dog that's kosher, and you have a different hot dog that's not kosher, and you
I don't.
catch a,
I'm good on the glizzies.
Tastes the
Thank
same.
you.
Hold on.
Hot dog tastes
I'll pass on the glizzies.
Hold on. Hello, everybody that just came in. We're just gonna make them cool down for just a second.
We're not, man. We're having fun.
Nah, I'm not mad. Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. Me and Zach could argue, and when I see him, I still give that nigga a hug.
Yeah,
and that's
what we
Yo,
do.
I said I was here to argue.
You might have been. I don't know.
You came here to argue.
I don't do
argue.
Yo, to be honest,
don't agree with everything and everybody say.
I think people just pocket watch too much, bro. They need to worry about.
That's a fact, bro. And this is why I don't like flexing.
They pocket watch too much. They need to. Like, how many classes y'all took this year? How many fucking?
This is why I don't like flexing, because then this conversation sparks.
How many competitions y'all in?
Everything's flexing, man.
Fish, you trying to call somebody out? I feel like you're calling me out. How many competitions on the shot?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm saying.
Let me switch it real quick, because everybody wants to come at like the dudes who spend money on firearms, right? And make them feel bad. And you know what's crazy? It makes me feel bad showing what I fucking got and what I bought this year, because then I get thrown under the snob shit.
Yo, fuck that. Fuck that.
You understand what I'm saying? It makes me feel bad.
Be proud of everything you got.
If you spend $10,000 on a handgun, congratulations. You spent $10,000 on a handgun. I'm glad.
I know Zach knows.
Never be ashamed of what you got.
I'm not ashamed. Trust me. I'm not ashamed. I just genuinely care about people.
If a motherfucker feel bad because you got something better than them, they need to step their fucking game up or back the fuck up. Excuse me.
Word. So listen, here's the fun part.
Damn.
The conversation tonight ain't got nothing to do with expense at all. Is it the firearm or is it the shooter?
Correct.
So it really doesn't have to do with like a better gun, or we're just talking about the little things that a lot of shooters do to upgrade their ability or enhance their ability, regardless of the expense of it. But yeah, that's the whole topic. Hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing?
A little both.
How's
Look,
everybody doing today?
I don't know
How's
where it
everybody
went
feel?
wrong.
No. I'm just saying, like,
go wrong. This is what we do when we have this type of.
It just sounds like that's how it like.
Oh, we good. Yeah, everyone's family, bro.
I think that what happens is some guys they because they'll get offended if we have this conversation. And I don't think you shouldn't get offended. You get what the fuck you get what you like. Who cares what anybody has to say? And that's just that. Nobody trying to
that I'm offended about. The only thing that I'm offended about is those damn hotel drapes that Armel got.
Man,
no, I ain't gonna front. Armel, look, Armel, look. I got the same one.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like, the firearm shit, like, it's dope. And the longer you've been in this, like, the longer you're in it, the more you know. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has their perception. Everybody has their point of view. You know what I'm saying? Some people swear by firearms that are more in the budget shit. And me personally, I spend a lot of time in the gun store. I spend a lot of time in the gunsmithing room. I see a lot of shit come in that's broken. That shit that people swear by. And I'm like, how does this break? I've seen it out the box.
I know the difference between
into the range.
I'm not ignorant. I know the difference between.
I know you're not ignorant. I never said you.
No. I'm not saying that you're saying. I'm just saying. I know
everybody has their point of view, and I'm saying from my point of view, I've seen people go buy a firearm, go into the range, and come back a half hour later. It's like my gun's not shooting. It's like, oh, let me take a look at it, and you look,
and that can happen. It's the same reason why. And I'll be the first. I have a video on this. I put this out for the world to see. I picked up the fucking Atlas, and when I grabbed it and picked up and racked the slide, I said, "God damn," because it was different. I'll be the first to admit that.
It's like the first time he closed that door on the bench.
I understood what I had in my hand, but you know something? This shit didn't make me shoot, but I'm already a good motherfucking shooter. It made me shoot better.
Definitely shoot a little better.
That was nice.
It made you shoot a little better, Zach. It made you shoot a little better.
No, it didn't.
Shoot a little better, Zach. It definitely made you shoot a little better.
How are you?
You my boy. It made you shoot a little better. You gotta lie to me.
My wife is not a shooter, and she go to the range, she go to classes, she shoots, but when she go and shoot, like say somebody nice shit, she's like, this difference why we don't got this. For real. So you know what that because it's a different experience for us. Like we rented a alien. You know? She said, why we don't got one of these? I said, because I ain't saved up enough for one.
You ain't in LA bought the last one. That's why.
But she go shoot. It was the alien, and we shot this Terran Tactical, the one that don't ever run out of bullets on John Wick.
Yeah, the Pit Viper.
Yeah,
the Pit Viper never runs out of bullets.
Pit Viper, Combat Master, Sand Viper.
They'll never reload.
Different.
The Pit Viper.
Reload.
Like, why we don't got? She's like, why mine's like not like that? And I was like, yeah, we gotta get there one day. It's a different experience. She wanted to get more and more and more and more. Because it was a different experience. You know what I'm saying?
It's like kind of talking somebody out of buying a BMW.
Once you get, I wouldn't buy one.
But it still depends on the drive. It still depends on the shooter.
You capping. You got an R-Class Benz. Who make me put you out there like that, bro?
What did you say, brother? What did you say?
My first girlfriend taught me BMW.
Your first girlfriend drove on the left side of the road. Tactical Precision, what's up, brother? How you feeling?
What's good, fam? What's good?
Go ahead, man. I want you to
it
go ahead and
definitely,
jump
it definitely
in.
depends on the shooter, man. It's not the gun, because
no, 100%. It is the shooter.
You could have anybody could get a nice gun, but be trash with it. You know, you get what I'm saying? So
I agree with that.
It's definitely
the shooter. Yo, here's the problem though. People
even with the concept of, you know, somebody in a Ferrari and somebody in a Volvo, it depends on the driver. Because somebody if the driver in the Ferrari is trash and don't know how to drive the car and don't know how to drive good,
right. But that
just
to me
that's shooter. If the person don't know how to drive that Ferrari,
you're assuming that the concept was each of them were equal drivers, equal shooters, equal drivers, equal shooters. You give them a better gun, they're gonna shoot better.
And that's what I'm saying. When you start talking about cars, it's different. With guns, I don't agree with that.
There's a cap. There is a cap on how good you can get with a certain firearm before you need to do
I just don't agree. I do not agree with that.
Let me ask you this question real quick. It's the only way I can talk on the show.
Hey, yeah, mute everybody, brother.
So listen, if it's the shooter, and I'm gonna ask you two questions. Do you consider yourself a good shooter with what you have, and do you do anything to enhance the firearms that you do have?
As you well know, the only thing I do is change triggers. That's it.
I don't even change my trigger on my Glock 19. I rock that every day. I do an undercut, grip tape, change the sights. That's it.
If it's not a competition gun, nothing generally happens to it. Nothing. I mean that. Nothing happens to it.
All right, let me ask you this. Do you think red dots on pistols make people better shooters?
No.
No?
No.
Wait,
No.
Can we let Tactical answer the question we want him to answer?
Let's
let him answer the two questions. Go ahead, Tactical.
Me?
Oh, that's for me?
Yeah. You.
Does red dots make somebody a better shooter? It's all a learning curve.
All right, so
thank you.
It's a learning curve. So you could, like, until you get to that learning curve, you could be good at both, or it all depends. You might have fucked up eyes with the red dot too. So it all depends on the person.
I'm just saying, bro.
So do you do anything to enhance your weapons, Tactical?
When he said it, Skilly, he was looking at the window like, if you blind like Skilly, then you know.
You might look through that window.
Hold on.
Shit.
This is misinformation right now, because 100% of red dot is better than irons. On God. There's no way you can tell me any different.
It depends on the shooter, fish. It goes back to the shooter.
Okay, so hold on. If you're not a good enough shooter to realize red dots are better on irons, then you need more classes. You need more.
So that's your opinion, because you got guys who can take a gun with an iron sights, and they'll outshoot your ass in a minute. They'll outshoot me. They'll outshoot everybody on this goddamn panel with that iron sight gun, and you gotta pay them.
Where they at? Where they at?
You said where they at?
Hold on, y'all.
Where they at? Let's go shoot to 150 yards.
Hold on, y'all. We keep going back to the same thing. Yes, there is always going to be somebody who is more skilled that can outshoot somebody with superior equipment. That's not the issue. The issue is if you have two people who are equally skilled and one person has better equipment, they are more likely to operate better.
They're not more likely. They're 100% going to operate.
Right.
It's not more likely.
I've seen that go down differently. I watched that happen before my very own eyes.
I've seen it too. You're talking a very very rare occurrence.
Yes, you've seen a unicorn.
On more than one occasion,
bro. Like
there's more competitions than any of y'all sitting up on this panel now.
That's a
I still think it depends on the shooter.
And I'm
arguing if you have a good day or a bad day.
So let me ask you this: what made you a better shooter? The competitions, right?
Even if you guys are equally
what made me a better shooter? The competitions?
Yes, going to the competitions.
What made me a better shooter is the hours I spent by myself on a little crappy, shitty range with my own 5 steel targets out there, making myself.
Okay, training, whatever, training.
Putting in the work. But
training competition are two things.
What I'm saying is, if you use a certain firearm, and I'm not telling everybody to go spend $6,000, $10,000 on a pistol, because in reality, is it needed? Not really.
No,
it's all on you and what you want to do. But if you want to take things to the next level, at one point in time, you have to upgrade. Something has to be upgraded. So it does. I don't care what anybody says. You cannot continue on. You will max out. You will max out.
And that's the thing. We had this conversation before. I want the nice stuff because I just want the nice stuff.
So
I don't think it's because it's going to make
Jerry
me
Mitchell
a
had
better
a high
shooter.
point and you had the gun you wanted. You're going to outshoot Jerry Max.
Come on, Real Deal, you're doing it again. You keep going back.
Well, you were just saying you're going to max out. If you got to buy more better guns because you're going to max out.
Nobody's saying
So
you.
why you got that?
Nobody's saying that, bro.
Slow it down, real quick.
You just
Slow
said
down. Just chill out.
so eventually you got to upgrade because you got to max out.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'll tell you right now, and this might be a bold statement. Get Jerry Mitchell up with a high point and give me an Atlas Athena. I'm smoking his old ass. I'm telling you this right now. And you're gonna be hot. You're gonna be like, damn, Percy did it again. Ah! Listen,
y'all got my money in Brooklyn. Nah. I got my money on Brooklyn.
Armel,
I don't even know what that means.
I think experienced players role in all of that too.
Armel see me work. That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother.
Hey, let's get to the bottom of this. Why motherfuckers angry though?
I'm smart. I'm not angry at all.
Yo, stay blessed, everybody, man. I love you all, man.
It's like you so close to the goddamn computer.
I'm just saying, like, yo, bro, at one point, like, if you want to better yourself, like, and this is with anything, with anything. If you own a business and you're towing stuff and you have a Ram 1500 and your business grows and you're getting heavier loads, dog, you're gonna have to get that 2500 and then the 3500, then the 4500 and 50. You will max yourself out.
I think that is a false comparison for what we're talking about. I think that's a false comparison.
It's not, man.
How?
It comes to a point like real.
You have to upgrade in everything you do in life.
There's a difference between lifting 25,000 pounds and 50,000 pounds.
But there's also a thing such as
10 rounds with this gun and 10 rounds with this gun. There's not much of a difference other than the fact that they hopefully both of them go off. Is a difference.
There's a huge difference.
10,000 pounds with a 10,000 pound lift.
Say for instance, right? You're a person and you want to start your gun collection, right? And your gun collection going in a certain direction, right? So you started off buying all this cheap shit, and then you want to build your collection up. I think that collection going to get a little more expensive and a little more expensive, and it's the person, right? But that person's drive is causing him to elevate or her to elevate.
See, that's the wrong thing to say. That's the wrong thing to say because I am a gun hoarder. I'm not an upgrader.
That sounds like you got a problem. You need help, brother. We got a hotline for that.
I mean, there's
what I do. I buy stuff, but I'm a hoarder. It doesn't matter.
We got so many situations going on though. There's so many different areas in 2A. You got people who collect shit. You got people who shoot for real. You got people who fucking do competition. You got people that do it for a job. Like there's so many different aspects to 2A. You can't just box everyone in and be like, yo, you need to do this or blah, blah, blah. Like, everybody's different, right? Everyone's different.
That's what this conversation is about.
There definitely is people that utilize the firearm in different ways in adding certain optics or sights or grip to it, whatever, could enhance the way they perform in that category. So there is some differences, and I guess we were kind of looking at it through a tunnel, you know?
Yeah.
It's like people talk about the what is it? I
got a question.
The aim point, the acro on a pistol. I shot the acro on a pistol when we were in Vegas.
I got the same thing.
It looked like I'm looking down a goddamn hallway.
Fine, right?
Ain't that?
It's a mailbox.
Yeah, right. It looks like I'm looking down a hallway. I don't like it.
But here's the thing. Here's why somebody would want an acro though, is because it's a closed emitter. So if you're a police officer or whatever the fuck's going on, and some debris happens, you're in the mud, maybe you got shot and there's blood, it's not going to get in your emitter.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So there's a reason it's built like that. Like so, that might be more appealing to someone than fucking just
what they got going on.
And that's what I'm saying. It boils down to that too. Because I wouldn't say that that's a bad optic. For me, I don't like it because I don't like I'm looking down a hallway. But now there are others that have closed emitters, don't feel like I'm looking down a hallway.
Right.
Cats functioned without that shit for years, and it's perfectly fine when they had they Trigicons and all of that shit.
But what happened?
This is the thing.
Time went on, and everything advanced. This is why these pants are coming out. This is why
you gotta be able to roll with the times, bro. Or else we'd be farming like Amish people and shit.
That's why one of the comments earlier was Hickok 45.
They don't got poison food though.
Hickok 45 was 70 years old when the red dot came out, so he's been shooting his whole life with iron sights, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to jump off that, you know. If they invented a car tomorrow that didn't have wheels and it hovered above the ground, a lot of us who've been driving normal cars our whole lives may not be comfortable with making that adjustment. Other people are going to embrace it though. So
when I get there, I'm gonna land right in the middle.
I want the George Jesse car. I want the George Jesse, like the Jetsons.
So you bring up Mikulek and like Hickok. There's new kids out here that shoot better than both them dudes.
Well, you talking about somebody young and somebody older.
Like there's new like youngins, like 20s.
Little Alex is
rocking.
Little Alex is one of them. Hey, I got my money on
Little Alex. I'm not going front. Alex is an iron sight shooter. I'm sorry.
No. Just
he's on video.
He made his selection of red may be limited.
Give him time to go and advance. Give Alex 10 years in the game of shooting, and he's going to be able to get everything outright.
Maybe he might not want to,
or he might not want to. This is true. There's that 100%, Zach. You know,
there's guys who swear by that. If I'm spending 20 hours a week on the range shooting with iron sights, and that's what I'm doing. That's all that I do. And you give me a red dot, I'm like, fuck this. I don't need this. I'm gonna range it out what I got.
I think with red dot, you're gonna give a shit about things.
You're gonna shoot the same, because once you get to a certain point of iron sights, I don't know about anybody else, but you ain't using iron sights, dog.
See, and that's where.
Hear me out and understand what I'm actually saying. I'm not saying you're putting a red dot on.
Mm-hmm.
Your irons are still there. But when you raise, the repetitions are so much, you're pulling shoot and that goes.
It's faster. It's faster. Even when you're taking the 150-yard shot, I'm gonna hit way more with a red dot than I am with irons.
See, but here's the thing, Fish. That's at your skill level.
That's training.
What do you? That's fucking physics, like law.
That's at your skill level.
Bro, you're gonna instead of lining up 2 pieces of iron on a fucking slide. Why wouldn't I use the one MOA dot?
You can consistently do that. You keep discounting somebody's skill.
Because that's what you want to do.
It's the way you're trained. It's the way you
No,
train.
no, no.
Okay.
No, it's not.
You're better with something because you choose to be better with it, because you're using it, you're training with it. Therefore, you're better with it.
Zach,
Yo, who's that dude that one with Jay the Shooter that's always plinking from like 300 yards?
Right,
Juan?
No, yeah, Juan.
Juan.
This one.
I feel like ARs, they have lines on it.
Yeah, so do I.
They have ARs, but anything for distance.
Right in front of Jay.
The reason I know this, the last class I took, at the end of the day, we started out at 20 yards and we moved back another double in it each time. So with 20, 40, 80, 160, right? And it was just pistols. You had 2 shots. If you missed, you were out in the line. And these are all dope shooters, all of them. Guess the last 3 people that were left, guess what they had on their pistol?
The red dots.
Okay.
A red dot.
The guys who had
It's different people in the class.
Bro, it's not. It's fucking science. Like, you can't argue this shit.
It's not science.
Alex, red dot or iron sights?
Here's the thing. Red dots, they can be tricky.
What do you prefer, red dots or iron sights?
Iron sights. I told you. You don't know your science.
Boom.
I told you.
Iron sights. Thank you.
Now he probably.
I can see why a lot of people would prefer iron sights in the beginning, but once you train and get accustomed to shooting with red dot, there is a learning curve. There's no doubt that they're easier to shoot long term, long run.
And that's the thing. I don't disagree with you because I totally agree. I believe that that's the case. But when I watch, and I still think it goes to skill, because there are guys who can shoot just as good with iron sights as the cat that can with a red dot. I've seen it happen. That's the thing.
I'm not disagreeing with you about that.
I'm not trying to shoot with iron sights because I can't see shit. I'm not trying to do it. I agree with you. But I'm just I've seen the different skill levels in people and what people can do. I can't just discount it and say because this guy has irons and he's a fucking hell of a shooter, and this guy has a red dot, he's a hell of a shooter. Oh, this guy just out shooting because he got a red dot. No, that don't work that way.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's like saying somebody that's wearing Jordans is gonna beat somebody that's wearing that playing ball. Somebody that's wearing Jordans is gonna beat somebody that's wearing some Chuck Taylors or some shit because he got on Jordans. He don't win. It don't. That's not always the case.
Right. I think that's true, but I think there's a difference. We're talking about a difference in the skill set. And I'm not saying you're not gonna find any high level shooter who can't beat who's shooting with a crap gun, who can't beat somebody who has no idea what they're doing. You give them an expensive gun. It doesn't. That's
that right there. That is true. You can't buy skill.
Yo, whose mic is that?
Wait. You kind of can buy skill. Hear me out. And this is why I say this. If you look at John Wick, you look at Keanu Reeves. John Wick, that dude could really shoot like that, dog. And why?
Because he trained.
Right.
Look who he trained with.
But still,
he trained.
He's still trained.
Fair enough. I'm just saying,
you got to pay for your.
Sure, you guys will go training and you ain't shooting like that in that short period of time.
Yo, so that brings up a good point.
How much time? That depends on how much time you put into that. But if I can spend every single day on the range for 6 hours a day, and I ain't have to do nothing else, I can get out there and shoot with anybody. Because all I do is live.
Hey, look at Asian Wick. Asian Wick taught him.
Hey, hold on. Damn. Tactical precision. I want you to drop out. Your microphone is giving a lot of crazy feedback. and then pop back in.
There we go.
I think.
Yeah, it is.
All right, good.
Look at Adrian Wick.
Yeah, no, me and that dude has had hours of conversation on it. Hours.
That's me.
Also, will tell you is, have you had hours conversation with him, and he tell you how many rounds he was putting through in each session?
Yeah,
he's training.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying you bought skill, right? Not everybody.
No, you didn't really buy skill.
You bought that ammo to try it, bro.
See now you're playing a semantics game.
Hey, easy with the big word. Easy with the big word.
That's going on FAT on us.
I'm just saying.
He paid to get training, so it costs a lot of money.
Who paid to get training?
Kevin.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
dog. Look who was training. Look where he was training at.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. I learned. I became able to be as proficient as I can be shooting from me. And watching people going to the range and doing what I thought would work for me.
And paying for that ammo. Paying for
doing it right. You paying for the ammo and doing it. Now this was during the time when the ammo wasn't as expensive as it is now. But that's what I did. I would go to the range. I literally was on the range 5 days a week. At lunchtime, I was at the range. Saturday, Sunday, I was on the range. I was training.
Yo, I'm still.
I know how to shoot.
Let me tell you.
I'm still caught up on this irons versus red dot shit. Right. Y'all motherfucking lying.
Let me just make one reference. Let me make one reference. You guys tell me.
Hold on, Dust. One moment. When I was in the military, those guys, right? They like special dudes. They shoot all fucking day, all day. Shoot. They could make a dime skip across the road because they shoot so much. I mean, tax dollars pay for it, but they don't run out of ammo. That's crazy.
When I say buy skill, right? And this is what I mean. And hear me out. So if you go, say me and you, Zach, right? If you go with Terran Tactical for a month, you're there a month straight. A month straight every day. You don't got work. That's your vacation spot. You're going there. And I go and I train with Joe Schmo, who's good. They know what they're doing. At the end of the month, we go to compete. What's going to happen?
How many hours you spend on the range versus how many hours I spend on the range?
Same amount of hours, same amount of rounds, 2 different instructors at 2 different facilities. You're over there at Tactical. You're over there at my local doc.
Unless Joe Schmo don't know what the fuck he's doing, you got just as good a chance to get shooters just as well as I do because I've been training with Terran Tactical. It's about the repetition and what you're doing and how you're going out there and working.
I don't agree with that one, Zach. You lost me on that one.
I don't think that just because I'm training with Terran Tactical, I'm going to be any better than you because you were putting in the time, putting in the work.
It's the facility and who he's with and who he's around and the people he has there versus
I cannot say that is going to guarantee me to win.
Know where this is going.
I'm saying buying skill.
In one instance, you're training with the world champion, one of the best shooters who has ever done it, and Dust is training with some guy at the local range. No, it's not going to be the same, bro. Even if you're shooting the same hours, it's not going to be the same.
He tried to argue it. He tried to argue it.
That's the reality.
Zach will look at that competition and look at me and be like, "It's been real, Dust. It's been real."
Hey, at the end of the day, all of us have a different learning curve, and we absorb training different. So no matter, just because you spend that much time doing something, ain't gonna make you good at it if you ain't a good learner. If you don't have progress, and if the firearm is in your hand and is the most expensive, nice, gunsmith gun, it's on that person to be able to utilize what's in their hand.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Some dumbasses.
Nah, you're right. I'm just saying. I really meant like me and Zach. Zach is over there at Terran Tactical at that beautiful facility with those guys. I'm with Joe Schmo. At the end of the month, we train same amount of time, same amount of rounds, different style instructors, whatever, learning what we're learning. When we line up, Zach is giving me the beans, and there's nothing that I could do about it.
You want to know something? I don't.
Let me ask a question.
I don't know if I'm gonna.
Unless he's using the irons, I'm gonna put the money on the red dot.
I can't say that.
Let me ask a question. So we get Kevin Reeves, let him go train at Terry Tactical, right? Say here's 10,000 rounds practice. You give Asian Wick 10,000 rounds practice. You all have a month, and then you guys are gonna meet up. And have a
They're gonna run out of rounds.
Who's gonna win?
They're gonna run out of rounds
in 2 days.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, yo, bro. Even with, listen.
Asian, look. Can we agree that Asian Wick's a badass when it comes?
Yeah, but you're not Asian Wick. You're not Asian Wick.
Asian Wick. When did I say?
So why are you using that situation? What are you doing to get better?
That's not what I'm talking about. Now
I'm saying you're talking crazy when you can't even shoot.
Oh shit! Oh, I can't shoot.
Damn it! Okay. Gentlemen, we had a good show.
Back to me and Zach.
You coming up with a justification for.
Take another little sippy.
I like
go as far as
me and Zach are going at it.
This is how we lost 101.
Let's see the film.
Billy, you were talking about Armel, right?
I was talking about. Hey. Damn. It's always the guy with all the money.
Getting hot on her.
Play Nelly.
Oh,
Nelly. It's getting hot in here.
Man.
Listen.
I just, and then, but that's, I see what you're saying, but there's.
Is it safe to agree on that one though, bro?
I see what I'm saying. But when I think about the variables of a thing, I never think about anything just straightforward. I think about the variables behind the thing, because if I get up against you that day, you may get up against me. You may be intimidated because I wouldn't train with Terra Tactical. But now I might start watching you shoot and be like, man, I've been with Terra Tactical. This guy been with Joe Smo over here, and this guy's out here killing me. And there goes my mind. Right now I'm in my head. What Terra Tactical teach me is gonna be enough to get me over the hump because this guy's over here shooting he is over here just getting it off. I know what I can do. I know what I was taught, but he over here getting it in.
I'll still give you a hug after.
That's why I
get what you're saying, bro. And I wasn't trying to. I was trying to prove a point. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I'm saying people that justify that say that you don't need this, like, can't fucking shoot.
All I was saying is Asian Wick taught himself. That's all I'm saying. So you can take Asian Wick.
I get what you're saying. You're trying to justify the reason why you don't need a red dot or why you don't need.
Bringing up a point. I'm bringing up a point. I wasn't justifying. We were talking about it's the student, it's the person. If they put in the time, Asian Wick put in the time. Asian Wick.
So did Terrence.
That didn't happen.
Right.
Yo, real deal.
What did I say you did?
Real deal. Don't listen to any of that. Don't listen to any of that shit. Asian Wick, you're 100% right. Me and him had conversations on this.
Ask him about red dots. He'll tell you the exact same fucking thing I just told you.
Understand what I'm about to tell you. He put more time and he invested in himself financially and time-wise more than the average person can.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right, and that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? And that didn't come. His mindset, his mindset is absolutely like he's driven. He's driven, man. RGG, cut it out.
That sound like a good film right there.
A challenge? We could do 50 yards. Yeah, I ain't 7 yards. I know his game. He's gonna
Bro,
be like,
I tried to do this last time when y'all was telling me the stride bog was better than the B&T. Nobody pulled up with the stride bog. I was there. I had that shit. I said, "Where y'all at?"
Real deal, bring it his.
When you start
no brace either,
because there are points, and I don't totally disagree with the stuff that you guys are saying, but there are points and there are variables to this stuff. That's why when Dutch says that, listen, I'm gonna train with this guy, I'm gonna train with that guy, doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna be a better shooter than you. That's why I said I became able to be proficient and I shot a lot better when I was doing this before. when I would go to the range like every damn day. On my lunch break, that's what I did. I went to the range. On the weekend, I was gun crazy. That's all I did. Now I'm gun crazy now, but it's in a different way.
Yo, I
So
think
that's what I'm saying. Asian Wick did. I did my own version of Asian Wick.
Hold on, wait. Yeah. Speaking of RGG, and he's in the chat, let me ask him something because last year I remember RGG talking about Tauruses and all this stuff, and now he got staccatos. Right? So, hold on. Wait. He advanced. Advanced. Now, RGG, this is a question to you. Do you feel like your skill level got better as you advance with firearms? Or do you feel like you could pick up that Taurus and get it on?
Let me ask a question while we're waiting to answer from RGG.
The training is what's going to separate anybody, period.
But he ain't training with Tauruses. I watch, I see. He ain't training with regular.
Can y'all disrespect my shit again?
I'm sorry.
You're talking about your dad right now. Like you ain't even in there.
He's like 1, 2. He's like, yes, that's 5 times, brother. You out here disrespectful.
Say the T word once more.
But there are people training with Taurus. There are people. Taurus has a shooting team. And there's someone very notable who shoots on Taurus's team, and he shoots with a Taurus, and he will smoke your ass. He'll smoke all of us in the bed.
This is true.
Taurus.
I'm saying
he's on the Taurus shooting team.
Look, he answered right there. Most definitely, my skill set has improved tremendously.
Training with your
I got you, Howard. You could borrow it.
His skill set didn't improve tremendously because of his gun. It's because of the hours that he was on the range.
So why?
I know how much the man shoot.
So why did a regular gun guy advance to a staccato?
That's a question for him.
That's a question for him.
Why did you advance to a CZ, real deal?
Wow.
You got a CZ?
Why did you advance to a
Hold on.
I think
You got a
it's
CZ?
a better quality gun.
Why did you had something else? Then you move up in the game.
I don't think I moved up in the game. I think I might have upgraded, but
that's what it's all about, upgrading. So did your CZ make you a better shooter than whatever else you had? The high point?
No.
You're lying.
High point, but
lying.
No.
Look, that's a lying face. That's the face of a lying man right there.
You see what lying man right there. He said in the chat, he's running thousands of rounds per month, and that's the truth. That's why he's better. It ain't because he got a staccato or because of whatever else he got. That's how I know how much he shoots. That's why I'm talking without saying shit. I know what the brother does and why he's better now.
Oh, for sure. Hey, but if you asked him and he was completely honest, he'll tell you he shoots better with the better shit than he would with a Taurus or a Sky.
Because if it wasn't for that, he'd be shooting with the Taurus or the Sky.
All right, let me ask this question.
We're not even conditioned that way. None of us conditioned that way.
And you have to understand that people don't always upgrade because of the performance. They upgrade because they're a collector. They like the aesthetics of something, whatever. The best firearm that I cost me $320 at a pawn shop. I swear to you, and this is my word. Y'all can ask my family while we're here. The Taurus 1911 9mm is the best weapon that I shoot. Bottom line. Out of all the nice shit that I might have.
What about the 22?
Well, hey, why do you think that is, Billy?
Look, they said, what about the 22? I heard that.
Yeah.
No. Why do you think that is, though?
The 22 is the best gun you can ever own.
It gives me confidence. I'm very familiar with the firearm, and I have a lot of time behind that firearm.
What if I told you the 1911 trigger is probably the best trigger you can get in a gun?
Oh, I mean, you ain't got to tell me. I know.
Every gun had a 1911 trigger.
Now put that in the hand of staccato. Now, put a staccato in your hand.
Yeah.
Right? He only liked one. He still liked his Taurus better. I was with him. He shot every staccato that they make.
Yeah, I think
I'm saying you might be at the point now. You might be at the point now, Billy, where like little things like the trigger, or maybe a ported slide, or little tweaks here and there might take your game to the next level.
Oh, you
get what I'm saying?
Out for a run.
Well, I know what the deal is. I mean, I'm not saying the deal is, but I know my preferences, and I do understand that there are certain things that I seek out with a firearm to make my performance better. That's how I feel. I always felt that way.
The funny thing is,
So
when
how
he grab a gun, you know, he grab a gun without a red dot on it, right? He likes shooting iron sights.
Which one?
Just,
Yeah, I like iron sights.
Like iron sights. It's all based on preference. That's what I'm saying.
Since we're talking about iron,
what makes you a better shooter? It ain't your gun.
I'm
But
listening.
I mean, he shoots thousands of rounds a month. That is a fact.
Have you changed your mind on your
iron
gun?
sights
Don't
right
you
here.
use iron sights?
Yeah, I use iron sights.
Why don't you use red dot? If it's
It's more of a security issue for me, like another failing point.
okay.
I'm the same way with that. That's why I don't carry with a red dot, because for me,
So on my and then plus if I put an optic on there, right? If I put a red dot, God forbid I have to use it. That's another item I have to lose. I ain't with it.
I don't generally care about that. I just my thing is just the iron sight thing on the EDC. For me, it's just the way to go. I rather
carry no iron sights on your EDC.
Hey, Al wanted to yell something real quick. Sorry.
So the reason why
Me too,
I
Joseph.
like iron sights, recently my red dot has been failing on me. Just
What kind of red dot?
It's a Kingslayer.
Swamp Fox.
Swamp Fox.
So that's why I prefer iron sights more than red dots. Because
I felt the same way when my Hollison failed on me.
So it wasn't a fail; it was a dead battery. That was all.
So I have a question for the chat.
It's
I have
okay.
a question
It's
for the
okay.
chat, and this goes along with what we've been talking about. So when James Yeager was alive, he made this statement. He says that if somebody breaks in your house, you're better off taking one of his classes and only having one bullet in your gun than not taking one of his classes and having a full mag. Do you agree with that?
That's dope. That's a crazy marketing scheme, bro.
They have all
I
the
run it too if I was an instructor. I'd be like, if you take my class, you can
But it
take
goes along with
mine.
what we're talking about. What he's saying is, if you take my class, you'll have the skill, and you only need one bullet.
His point is that the training and the skill is what makes you, not the firearm. That was James Jager's point.
You break it.
Like, there's no way. I know 2A in LA agrees with me when I say this. At one point, if you run the same firearm, you will max out at one point.
Absolutely.
And then I don't understand what you mean by you'll max out. What do you mean?
You will not advance.
Like,
You will not
you
advance.
need something else.
You whether it's your speed or accuracy, you want to tighten up your groups. Like, you will max out.
You modify it and modify it and modify.
You're gonna change your trigger. Why? Right? So you're
change my trigger. Yes, definitely.
I'm just saying. And why do you change your trigger though?
Because I wanted to perform a certain way. I wanted to do a certain thing.
Because, hold on. Now hear me out. Now with the stock trigger, you're out shooting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this is why I like comparing it to cars, because most people just buy a car and go from point A to point B. They ain't trying to max shit.
Right.
And then there's the select few of us who push that shit.
Well,
you know what I'm
here's the wild
saying?
part.
Like,
some people, if you want to use cars, some people buy a car and before it hits the road, they got new rims.
Meanwhile, 90% of the people on the goddamn road can't drive for shit.
I'm just saying, like, you hit your
Fizz, you're talking a lot of shit. I'm gonna whoop that ass if you come to Thomasville. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm tearing that ass up.
At one point in time, you have to advance, right? And whether it's buying another firearm that caters to your needs or swapping parts to make that gun better than what it was. And there's no getting around that. There's no getting around that at all.
If that's your goal.
Stay stagnant. That's not how I live my life.
Right. Every piece of equipment has its limitations, and a lot of times you'll never get to your skill level up till you hit that limit of whatever the piece of equipment is. But when you do, you want a better piece of equipment, and when you hit that ceiling, you want a better piece of equipment, and so on. And so, you know, that's all I'm saying.
And you know what? And I'm gonna argue this point. Most people have most people have 30 guns, right? And they're not close to maxing. None of them.
I don't have that many.
You got 30 guns. You're collecting. You're probably collecting.
If you got, if you got, like to call a standard
have 5 guns.
You got 10 guns. That's like, who
I don't even think I got 30. I don't even.
10, well, you ain't 10 guns is a low number. Shit, 30 guns is a low number. But that's another part.
Okay. But most people have 5 guns, and they're not maxed out to none of them.
Because that's what I'm saying. It gets to.
I said that real deal. I said most people will never hit that limit, hit that ceiling.
I don't have 30 guns.
The other piece of it, and I think Dust said this too earlier, is how enjoyable the experience is. Like, oh, that was was it Armel? Yeah. It's how enjoyable the experience is. When you got a real high quality firearm and it's ported and it's this and it's that and it's this. It's different shooting that than shooting, you know, a base level firearm.
And like I said,
it is. That's what I'm saying. It is different. I've grabbed certain guns and I've grabbed it. I've listened like, God damn, this is something different. That is the truth.
How many people would rather go out and buy a brand new AR instead of train with their AR?
It's fine, but it's not
barrel because they shot it too.
I mean, like I said,
years ago,
it's fine. If I didn't have a Glock, it would have been a fine pistol. But it's not a Glock. You know what I mean? The dagger is fine. Nothing wrong with it. Shit run. But it's not a Glock.
No, it's not. It's definitely not a Glock. Thank God it's not a Glock. I'm glad it's not a Glock.
It's definitely not a Glock. And I don't even really like Glocks. But it's not a Glock. You know what I mean?
If you could tell the difference between the two that much, then your gun connoisseurism, if that's a word, is way better than mine. Because I shot a Glock, I own a Glock. I shot a dagger, and it ain't too much of a difference other than the fact that the angle is a little bit different. Ain't too much of a difference.
It's finished. It's the clinky.
It's the finish.
But it's fine though. If I didn't have a Glock, or if I didn't shoot a Glock, I probably wouldn't know the difference.
I can care less about the finish. I always go back to the same thing. When I pull the trigger, does the damn gun go off? That's always my bottom line, no matter what.
There's guns that do that.
And
guns, most guns going to go off modern day today, right? Most guns going to go off modern day today,
right?
But is that all you want for it to just go off?
It depends on what I'm doing, yeah. Because
what purpose are you using it for?
The gun I'm carrying every day, all I needed to do is go off. If I need to pull it and pull the trigger, I need it to go off. I need all 21 rounds to go off. That's what I need.
I don't need a one trigger.
I use them all, but I plan on dumping them if I need to.
Damn, 21.
Do it well, bro.
He's trying to.
I don't carry 6, 8, 10 rounds. I carry 21 rounds with me every day, and then I got another 60 in my back.
I was about to get him riled up, but I'll be bullshit, bro. I got 22. So
I give myself room for error.
Yes.
I might be jittery and nervous and fucking around. I gotta get on top. I don't know.
It's raining out.
Right, it might be raining. My hollow points might not be working right.
What do you carry every day, Zach?
Right now, it's my Kennick I put together.
Two guns.
I took a full size frame. I basically made my own 19X with a better grip angle. That's basically what I did, and it carries more rounds. That's all.
That's interesting.
I did that because I bought one to carry, but the grip was a little too small for me. I carried it when we were in Vegas.
Yeah, you got bear claws. You got bear claws.
And I couldn't get a good purchase on it like I wanted to. So I came home and I started looking to try to see, how can I do this? Because I know that cans are like Legos, depending on the series. I know what you can do with them. I've been doing it for a long time. Then I put one together, and I found what I needed with a full size frame and everything.
That's dope.
Does what it need to do. It run. They both ran separately, and now they run together.
All right. Hybrid.
Full size.
Not bad. Well,
Ask me.
What do you carry?
A Taurus.
I heard someone.
Whatever.
I heard someone even G-checked you when it was a Glock.
Whatever.
G-check
checked me when?
Whatever. He was carrying a Canic.
Oh.
He had a Canic on him.
It matters on Monday, Wednesday, Friday type shit.
He had his Canic when I seen him. I looked, I said, is that a Canic? He said, don't tell nobody.
Who said that?
You.
Nah, man. 20 plus 1. 147 grain. Do the
Yo.
job. Each federal. Do the job.
Hey, if people want to get better though, sign up for a pistol 1 class or a carbine 1 class, and go test your shit. Like, you'll see where you can improve upon. Like,
that's how I learned that I didn't like a scar. I'm gonna tell you a story.
What? A scar?
A scar is how I learned I didn't like it.
Oh, the scar.
I went to a class in Indiana, like maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And I had built me an AR-15. I built one specifically to go to this class. It was like one of the first AR classes that I was going to. And I got there. This dude shows up with a scar. My $550 AR that I built, that shit ran like a motherfucker all day long. This dude had to put his gun away and borrow somebody else's AR in order to be able to finish the class. That's what I didn't like. And that's what taught me that price don't mean shit. That's what taught me that. This gun didn't work. Mine ran all damn day long.
That's also a thing where you're going to an AR class. Don't be cute and bring a scar. Or bring an extra scar with you. Like you cool shit with your scar, and then everybody else has ARs, and you have a malfunction. Everybody's like, "Well, you can't help it. I gotta." You can run.
He ended up having to borrow a gun. That was the thing. He had to borrow a gun. I never forget it because I just knew that. I was like, man, he had a scar. I was like kind of excited because of what it was. When he was shooting, this shit didn't work. I was like, well, damn, I'm out here running like crazy with this thing that I built. I spent my $150 on.
He didn't read that.
It didn't work.
I already talked to you about that.
And he had the gas set up right.
Well, it's throwing out a lot of challenges.
Sold out the scar isn't what everybody thinks it is.
Huh?
The scar isn't what everybody thinks it is.
That was my first experience with what was considered a high-end rifle. And I had my $550 PSA build that I built, and my junk ran all day long, and his just stopped working.
I would have looked at him like,
I couldn't mind him, guys, but I was, we just like, listen. And I had bought extra stuff with me too, just in case something broke down. I had bolt carrier and all. You never know what's gonna happen. I was preparing for something because at the time I was like, okay, let's see how this is going to do. Because I knew I was getting ready to run this hard. I had never ran an AR like that hard before. And I said, yo, the damn thing kept. Listen, to this day it's still running. I ain't never had a problem out of it.
That's dope. That's dope, bro. That's dope. That's why I don't deviate.
For me to Call of Duty too, bro.
Nah, you know what, for real though? The only time I ever had a problem out of any of my guns when I try to do something to it, like modify something or a trigger or something stupid like that.
That's how you learn.
You try to do it.
You're right. That's you know something.
Wait a minute. What kind of screwdriver did you use?
Yeah, that.
When you use Harbor Freight tools, that'll happen to you, Armel. I'm just saying, dog. Like,
yeah.
When you use Harbor Freight tools,
it's the same way how I learned how to build computers, by trial and error, breaking them joints and figuring out how to. The same way I did with a gun. There's still some stuff that I won't mess with because I just won't do it. I'll have somebody else do it. But for the most part, I don't mind getting down and dirty with it and taking it apart and doing whatever. There's somebody somewhere that can show you how to do it.
Brazilian, what up, bro? Bay, what's popping?
Brazilian, what's going on, bro? You guys are funny. You guys are funny. You guys be bashing. I see what you guys. I'm watching you guys.
Nobody took my challenge.
I'm watching all you guys.
Bro,
I'm watching all you guys.
I got my money on you. I think you can take out RGG.
The person I ever seen.
Who?
Zach. Zach argue with everybody. They say I like to argue.
Yo, argue with everybody, Armel. Go sit down.
Armel goes to sleep and argues in his dream.
I feel Zach on this one though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not arguing about everything. Nobody argue more than you, man.
Nah, I don't argue about.
You are the fucking arguer.
With everybody.
And I don't argue. I have a discussion. I like going back and forth. That's what we do.
Look,
I like going back.
I said Armel. Look, I said Armel. That's pink. He said no, it's light red. You argue with every goddamn body.
Yo. I don't argue.
Jack don't argue with people. He just spreading people's lives and stuff.
I just don't agree with people.
And you let them know it.
Nah, some people just get along. You know what I mean? They're agreeable and there's disagreeable. Everybody just get along and just to get along. If everybody say, "Hey, I like Canik," yeah, Canik is the shit, and everybody get on the Canik bandwagon. Oh, I like Glock. If y'all doing that, I'm just, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like that.
I don't ride fast.
That's life, man.
You know,
That's why
all different type of arguments. That's what makes life fun.
That's
why the 2A is big enough for everybody, bro. As long as we all stick together and fight for our rights.
Exactly.
I'm cool with everybody, bro.
Armel, that's what Armel does. He go against the grain. He goes, "Oh, you're going this way. I'm gonna go this way in my sight mark, but I got an EOTech in my trunk."
Cabba.
That's real. Just in case it gets real, I got my EOTech set up in the trunk. 300 in the trunk.
So what? Billy talked that Taurus shit, but you see the EOTech flexing. You see what I'm saying?
What are you talking about?
You see what's going on in the chat? Billy, you see what's going on in the chat?
I don't even know why you brought me into this conversation, bro.
I think you should highlight that comment.
What happened?
I think you should highlight that comment.
What, Kaba?
No, from a regular gun guy.
What he talking about?
He on his popping his shit tonight.
I'm a single family.
Oh, shit.
Hey, we shoot a little different though, RGG.
He ain't out shooting me. I ain't listening to him.
Yeah.
I ain't listening to him. He ain't out shooting me. Just remember, when you started practicing, I never stopped practicing. Always keep that in mind. You know, I might not post as much, but just because you started, that doesn't mean I stopped.
Yeah. There's a reason you don't come to the DFP.
All I know is I'm whooping fish ass.
Shit.
With a G3. Early.
Hold on.
That's enough, Al. That's enough.
I highly doubt it.
Because you have to go through Alex to get to fish. So you're gonna stop at Alex before you even get
Who are you talking about?
Wow.
You talking about me? Hey, here comes your son.
Wow.
Yo, ain't no more feelings gonna be hurt when Alex is like, "Dad, you coming at my boys all wrong."
No, I'll try the competition shit. I'll try it. As long as y'all try the tactical shit too. The reloads and shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alex be like, "Dad, don't take the ass with me personally."
Post office, bro.
I'm
with all that
We do running and shit with reloads, and so I'll try y'all shit. Y'all try my shit.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, man, I ain't running nowhere. I walk slowly or walk quick. I walk quickly. I ain't running nowhere.
Yo, Zach, you out of control.
I walk quickly.
Yo, anyway.
Nah, this is what makes this stuff fun, man. Because everybody got a different opinion. If we all like the same thing and did the same thing, nobody would want to sit through this shit.
Right.
You can find on the turkeys page, Honcho. I stopped fucking with my YouTube page once we started the turkeys, to be honest. I ain't uploading shit.
You still on Instagram?
I'm on IG though.
But he do more on IG than anything.
Yeah.
That's the best thing when everybody thinks that people can't.
Yo, I mentioned that some time ago.
I remember gun camp thought we couldn't shoot, rolled up to that shoot house. I remember.
Oh boy, that's a whole other.
Yo, but it's a good feeling when people do think that he ain't about it, and then you be like, yeah, okay, there it goes. It's a dope ass feeling.
That is, I'm not gonna lie, it is a good feeling when people talk.
Like, yo, straight up, them boys got the pistol shit on lock though. They nice with the pistols for real.
Bro, you shoot fast as hell.
Yes, bro. I mean, yeah, that's my thing is, this is how I always look at this. You ain't shooting at me. If shit went off, you be shooting with me. So that's how I always look.
Even with
that's how I look at it.
Like a guy may be a good rifleman, but not a good pistolier. You know what I mean?
True.
A dude might be good with a pistol, like say 2A in LA. You know, he might be surgical with the pistol, but when you pick up a AR, he might not have that particular skill set.
But now this is the thing. This is the thing where this whole social media thing gets it twisted. Just because everybody sees 2A and LA's pistols, no one knows how dangerous he could be with an AR or a rifle. No one knows what this man could possibly do. He could potentially just not choose to show it.
What up, Gina?
He could be a felon. And this is the thing
right now. You give me a shotgun.
People are like, "Oh, I want to see you shoot. I want to see you shoot." It's like you'll see me shoot when it's time to you to see me shoot. Like
I could vouch for Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn good with the pistols and the rifles, bro.
Bro, I shoot a lot. You know,
what is the average distance in a concealed carry shoot? What is it?
It's like 5
yards. 3 yards to 5 yards?
It's like 5 yards. And how many rounds is it usually?
3,
4.
Right. So that's why I know I'm good at that. Right. I can do that.
Bang, bang, bang.
The important shit.
So my theory, this is just my theory. I'm always going to try to fight to get to a rifle. If I got more than one motherfucker to take care of, I'm trying to get to that rifle.
Fish,
oh, absolutely.
That is something
like,
I believe my pistol is necessary for me to get to my rifle. If she
That's
didn't
right. A pistol is good for you. If you wait to that rifle.
That's what I agree. My pistol is.
So that's where I focus my training at is on my rifle. Like, that's just me. That's just me.
I agree with you, Fish. The rifle is way more important than the handgun.
Oh yeah, because the survivability rate of getting shot with a rifle drops way. I mean, then with a pistol, it drops way.
You that man.
It all day.
I don't know, man. Hey, whatever. You guys just, I don't know. Billy is your channel. I'm about to leave. I'm gonna make my exit outro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep shooting, keep practicing, keep talking shit, but just don't cross the line.
It was fun debating with you again, my brother. It was fun.
It's been a while. It's been a while, Zach. It's been a while. And I've seen it up here. I was like, Zach is over here talking some shit. I'm getting on.
So, hey, before I want to clear something up real quick.
What's up?
With you and Big Fish. I hope you don't think there's any tension between us because you guys are cool.
No.
Real deal.
So I'm cool with
when I see you, I'm gonna grab your head and go like this and give you a hug. What do you mean? Like, no, I'm gonna see you like,
like, well, we never really. I'm just saying the drama in the past. Let it stay in the past. And
it's just water under the bridge. Dog.
I'm gonna put a pistol with a red dot in your hand and watch you ping shit at 150 yards and go, oh, okay.
Yo,
now we'll get the revolvers out.
I'm not shooting no revolvers. I see what you guys were trying to do to little Alex.
Don't forget, I can't shoot though, but you better have them Benjis to bet on it.
Hey,
listen,
Fish. You lucky, you son of a bitch, boy. God damn,
Where the hell did he go?
He ran off.
You dropped the mic.
I'm a fuck. No,
guys, much love. Real deal. Never no hate. You could ask Zach, Billy. We could argue, and it makes it look like one thing on YouTube. And when we see each other,
oh, it's all love.
It's all love.
Yeah. On this is just fun. I'm just saying, in the past,
you're good, bro. There's water on the bridge. Nobody's even worried about any of that. Guys, good night.
Hey, Dust.
Shaming advancement.
Question before you go.
Shaming advancement.
Before you go.
Uh-oh.
Just in case, if Fish don't get his ass whooped because he don't show up, are you gonna get your ass whooped in his place? Let me know.
No one's gonna beat me.
I'm whooping your ass. Somebody's ass has got to get whooped, bro. Somebody has to
No one is beating me, dog. No one is beating me.
Listen.
I have beat you many times.
I whoop his ass. I'll whoop y'all ass too.
Yo, listen. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my daddy.
My dad.
You ain't my
You can't be talking smack, Bill, when your son's behind you, talking smack to you.
Listen.
He's way beyond
that. He was a master shit talker too.
Nobody does it.
Damn, that sucks, Billy. You got a turkey living in your house, and he's laying down the law on the range. I know.
Man. Billy, it's hard to be intimidated when you're
guys, later. Much love, everybody.
Yo, peace.
All right, dog.
Yeah, Billy, that's true. It's like Pam said, it's hard being intimidating when your son in the background, like, yeah, daddy, I whoop up on you all the time.
Yeah.
Alex just said, "You going to eat your cornbread?"
I don't care what he says, as long as I'm the one editing the videos, I'm always look better.
You editing he's still beating you.
That's enough.
I love you.
We'll see who.
Hey, Billy, I tried the thing out this Saturday.
That's a fact, Siege. That's a fact.
Peace, Q.
I covered up my left eye and shot a lot better.
You need to get some new eyes.
Good.
No, seriously, I covered up my left eye and I actually shot a lot better than I did before.
Sight in your dot, Skilly?
Huh?
Hey, Skilly, that's what I
sighted in your dot.
Seriously, I did. And I did really good.
You sighted in your dot.
Keep training like that.
Keep training like that, Skilly. Black out one of the on your shooting glasses. Are you
shooting with iron, Skilly, or are you using a red dot?
I did both, and I did good on both. I decided to use both.
Yeah,
I shot my 34 with irons, and I shot my dagger with the red dot.
All jokes aside, Skilly, you just don't shoot enough.
That's true. I'm always working.
All you gotta do is get out there and shoot, figure out what's going to work for you, figure out all, and then and practice to that level, and then try to move past it. That's all. It's the more you shoot, the better you get. Unless you're just a dumbass. That's just
you can be the best shooter, and if you don't shoot for a long time, you get back out there, you're gonna be rusty. It's
a diminishing skill. It will if you don't. You'll be
well, I might, cause my son shoot now. I got him in the range. He shoot now, so he shot the 9 Saturday. And he liked it, so I got him shooting. So another reason for me to go.
That's right. If you decide to get out there and put them rounds down range, you're gonna get better. Unless you're just terrible. Get out there and shoot. Put some time behind the trigger, and pick you something you like to shoot. Try to shoot 15.
Skilly, who's training your son?
Leave him alone.
I'm not training him. I'm just having him go to range and have fun right now. I don't know. I can't train him. Shit, I could barely see. What the hell? Blind. I just have him
go train with him. That's what you do. Go train and learn at the same time. That's what I'm telling you.
The classes
you get better at shooting because you keep it over and over again. That's why you
don't
get
be
better.
trying to. When you're shooting your target with your handgun, don't be trying to shoot a target 100 yards away.
Yeah, Siege. Y'all see Siege?
That's my thing. That's what I be trying to do.
But it depends on how you're training. If I'm training for some sort of, I want to have these tight groups, and I train that way. But if I'm training at shooting at 25 yards and hitting a 10-inch steel target, I'm gonna do a different thing because I don't care. I don't need to make it one whole. I just need to make sure that every time I pull that trigger, I hear bing, 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 because I know I'm hitting what I'm shooting at. It depends on what you're training for. That's all. You go out there and shoot, Skilly. That's the first thing you need to do is go shoot. You buy all these guns and you just keep them and you never shoot them. Go shoot them guns, man.
Wait, you supposed to shoot the guns you buy?
Not you, LA.
You got it all back. Yeah, I know, LA. You got too many damn guns. You need to go shoot too.
You can't shoot yours. You gotta go buy Taurus.
Listen, y'all. 2A in LA had ran down about $52,000 in guns on the video I was watching. He said, in the Atlas, and the this, that. He said, oh, what was the other one that I got? The Sand Viper. I said, how the fuck? You get a sand viper. Damn.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I bought Killer Innovations 2 barrels and put them in my ZZ. And then a week later, 2A in LA did a video, and he said he put them in his ZZ. I'm like, damn right you did. That's right.
This is watching. But listen, gentlemen, I had an amazing conversation tonight. I don't know what more to say.
Tell your friends that coming in chat bullying people.
Oh, the big guy, the big fella. He just want to rile everybody up, get him ready for the meetup.
You know you love it. You love it when I do it. You love it.
Hey, if you guys didn't purchase tickets for the regular meetup,
go purchase
2023.
And go
60
vote.
days, y'all. 60 days.
Go
vote for your
grab
favorite
them tickets.
content creator. 2A in LA. Listen, we talked about you earlier today, man. Forget. I don't even know. So, but what's today? Monday?
Feels like Friday.
Y'all have a great Monday. Enjoy it. Get out, do something. I appreciate everybody for hanging out with us, because if I gotta sit on here for one more minute and look at all those code violations in Armel's basement, I'm gonna go crazy.
First is my curtains, now it's my basement.
It's not the
Every time Armel move, it get worse.
Billy,
Not the basement, it's the violations. It's the code
Billy,
violations.
I thought the tinfoil was so the aliens couldn't read your socks.
Yo, Armel got my love pads in fucking.
Leave him alone. Stop. Apologize to him.
I'm just playing.
It's purposeful.
Damn it. I know it. You're a good looking fella. Love you, brother.
Yo, my man.
That's right. But yo, we had a good show. Y'all enjoy the night. Anybody got anything going on? Anything they want to drop real quick?
It won't work, Monique. Hold on 1 second, bro, before you drop off.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
She said that link is not
I will
working.
be going live this Monday.
Monday.
Wednesday. Sorry, I will be going live Wednesday.
Okay.
Armel, when do you go live again?
I go live on Saturday at 8 p.m. 2 Hour for Life.
Oh, so you do like okay.
2 hours.
Try that, Monique.
Saturday night at 8 Eastern.
I got a good video dropping tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. PST. So check it out if you guys can.
Gotcha. Oh, we gonna check it out. If you can.
Can I tell you? All right, you say 7 a.m. I was in there this morning at 7 a.m. waiting and didn't know that it was until tomorrow. It's the gun vault, right? Yeah, I was in there just by myself, waiting. I want to see this room. I want to see that room too. Man, by my damn self. I said, oh shit, that's tomorrow. My bad.
I appreciate the thought. It's the thought that counts, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Yeah, man. But
I want to say is I got me a bunch of bacon seeds on the farm. Come watch them grow.
All right.
Oh yeah, I seen them pit bulls you got over there. Big ass.
Yeah,
right.
They big already, bro.
Roger, it'll ship out this week.
Well, I'm back on Sunday.
24 hours, Ramsey J. 24 hours.
Well, I'm back on Sundays. I'll be back. Well, I did this Sunday, but I was out for 3 Sundays, but I'm back now.
All right.
You want to hear something sad? I'm gonna tell you a sad story. So
I'm trying to end the live. You want to tell the story? Shit, go ahead.
Well, I'll tell it backstage. You can cut it off.
No, go ahead.
Everybody wants to hear it.
So this is a sad story. So I recorded getting the pigs, and I made a bunch of videos. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be like everybody else, and I'm going to go ahead and program it so they drop it at a certain time, right? So I had a video drop at 7, but I don't know how I did it, but I did a premiere, where it's live, you can talk, and that was the only one that showed up.
Oh, why you? Real deal, you got my number. Why you call me?
Call me and tell me to get in your premiere with you.
Right.
I was all by myself.
Next month, because I only do one live a month. Next month, we doing a live. I don't know when. I'll post it. I'm getting ready to hit 1 million views, and that's a big deal to me.
That's what's up.
I got 1 million views on the channel, and so we're gonna do something. We're gonna have a live next month. I don't know exactly when, but we're gonna have it. It's gonna probably be on a Tuesday night, and we just gonna come in and chop it up and act silly.
We already did Topless Tuesday, so we gotta do something else.
Yeah, like we gotta think of something else. Topless Tuesday was. Thank you, Roger. You're right there, man. I'm almost there.
All right, man. I'm going to jump
Go
out.
check out the merch too. Go check out the merch. FGWG.bigcartel.com. Go check out the merch.
All right, man.
What was it?
FGWG.bigcartel.com.
Word.
Yo, you look like you got the same curtains as me, bro.
I said that earlier. It was a joke. That's why I was teasing you. They're the same.
Because Billy rich, man. Billy just act like he broke. Billy ain't broke. Billy rich too.
Hey, remember that time we because y'all got money. Remember that time where you're like, let's throw these out and buy the same ones? I picked them out of y'all garbage.
Yo,
shit.
these people around here throw new shit.
I will, Q. I will.
All the time. I know. That's why I be. But either way.
All right, family, y'all be good. I gotta get up on
it. All right.
Oh, he talks. Oh shit. All right, Skilly.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Hold on.
All right, we all. It's